choice of, I'm not going to show them having a long courtship and then getting married years later or even months later, and then he goes away for years and years and years and years and years. He goes away for a very short period of time and then comes back. No, he chose to have it be in this very short period of time.
Because the world just takes that young love and just crushes it. That's the thing. It's like, I don't know if I agree with you, brother. I mean, I think that what Shakespeare was saying was, love is worth it. Love is beautiful. Love is amazing. It's complex. It hurts. But the world that we exist in right now will not allow love to happen.
Well, it's both ways, I think. I think it can be looked at both ways. I think that the love can, the characters in such stories feel is real, but at the same time, the world doesn't, the mundane elements of the world, they really can't incorporate it. They can't really feed it. There's always, you see this every day in relationships, essentially. I may be getting a little off topic here, but you see it every day. You see basically people who can't really, people who can't really fit, or whatever because of mundane concerns, really, and essentially, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but what makes the young love thing particularly, valid is that, again, there's, it's the first time you feel like you're like a kid in a candy store, you just can't get enough of it, okay? It's going to consume you all the time, and it turns your life into absolute hell, so. And it turns the lives of everyone around you hell, essentially, if it's not satisfying.
I want that hell.
Everyone
I want
wants
to be
that.
burned up by it.
I
I swear to God.
It's not just young love, I mean new love.
Well, yes, new
like
love.
that, and it happens at various points, not just when someone's young.
Oh, yes, of course, there's that too.
Were the sonnets written over a long period of time? Because there's a lot of them. Sort of where in his playwright's career do they fall?
It's beautiful, and they think it's when I look in your eyes, there's no hatred or something like that. It's really beautiful. And if that's for his wife, then she loved him and he loved her, or respect, if nothing else. Maybe it was just an abiding sort of deep respect and regard for each other, a fondness.
Let me read this. For there can live no hatred in thine eye. Therefore, in that I cannot know thy chain, in many's looks the false heart's history is writ in moods and frowns and wrinkles strange. But heaven in thy creation did decree that in thy face sweet love should ever dwell. Whatever thy thoughts or thy heart's workings be, thy looks should nothing thence but sweetness tell. That's about his wife. Well, that's beautiful. Right on. You absolutely right.
There's a whole big, and they take it line by line, and there was an article I read, and it just led me to another one and another one until because he was saying back in Valentine's Day about his relationship with his wife, and I truly believe the lady court was hateful and bitchy, and why in the world he got involved with something like that?
Because his mother was a bitch.
Well, no, I think it was just the court life, and she, yeah, there's always one. So it's like, but I do think he had a unique relationship with his wife.
Mm-hmm.
If nothing else, it was respect for each other.
I would like to believe that.
Well, read about it.
Most actors.
Hopefully you have respect for the parent, the other parent of your child. Hopefully, if nothing else. She did raise the children. Hopefully, he respected her. That, if nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully.
I would think so.
But he kept going home, and she welcomed him home. I don't think there was, if nothing else, there was a fondness for each other.
Okay, let me read some more. because the imagery is just so funny. Basically, he's supposed to meet his lover out on the road, and his lover is late. Why didst thou promise such a beauteous day, and make me travel forth without my cloak, to let base clouds o'ertake me on my way, hiding thy bravery in their rotten smoke? 'Tis not enough that, though the clouds thou break, to dry the rain on my storm-beaten face, for no man well of such a salve can speak, that heals the wound and cures not the disgrace. Nor can thy shame give physic to my grief, though thou repent, yet still I have the loss. The offender's sorrow lends but weak relief to him that bears the strong offence's cross. Ah, but those tears are pearl which thy love sheds, and they are rich and ransom all ill deeds. So like Shakespeare's out on the road, and he's waiting for his lover, and he's getting rained on. And he's like this old poor guy on his horse. And then finally his lover shows up, and right when his lover shows up, all the clouds come out, and he's like, you're late, man. You're still like rained on. Exactly. This young guy doesn't even get rained on. Hi.
Here I am, dashing as always.
Exactly. He's like, Shakespeare's probably trying to be all handsome for him and everything. He's like just drooping. Oh, I love it. Okay. That thou hadst her is not at all my grief, and yet it may be said, I loved her dearly. That she hath thee is of my wailing chief, a loss in love that touches me more nearly. Loving offenders, thus I will excuse ye. Thou dost love her, because thou knowest I love her. And for my sake, even so doth she abuse me, suffering my friend for my sake to approve her. If I lose thee, my loss is my love's gain, and losing her, my friend, hath found that loss. Both find each other, and I lose both twain, and both for my sake lay on me this cross. But here's the joy. My friend and I are one. Sweet flattery. Then she loves but me alone. Oh, God. So dirty. Don't you think? I mean, really, like, he is feeling so sorry for himself. I can't even tie him. This is too much. I can't even go there. I can't even go there anymore. God. He's supposed to help you. Like Shakespeare's supposed to help you live your life and like love people. But really, when you get into it, he's not saying that at all. It's Anyway. Not marble, nor the gilded monuments of princes shall outlive this powerful rhyme. But you shall shine more bright in these contents than unswept stone besmeared with sluttish time. When wasteful war shall statues overturn, and broils root out the work of masonry, nor Mars his sword, nor war's quick fire shall burn the living record of your memory. Against death and all oblivious enmity shall you pace forth, your praise shall still find room, even in the eyes of all posterity, that wear this world out to the ending doom. So, till the judgment, let yourself arise. You live in this, and dwell in lover's eyes. Again, how did he know? How did he know that that's how good he was?
Slush time. Yeah, I want a t-shirt. That's so cool.
44. If the dull substance of my flesh were thought, injurious distance should not stop my way. For then, despite of space, I would be brought from limits far remote where thou dost stay. No matter then, although my foot did stand upon the farthest earth removed from thee, for nimble thought can jump both sea and land, as soon as think the place where he will be. But thought kills me, that I am not thought, to leap large lengths of miles when thou art gone. But that so much of earth and water wrought, I must attend time's leisure with my moan, receiving not by elements so slow, but heavy tears, badges of each other's woes. He wishes that he were a thought, so that he could fly to his lover. He's tired of being a human being. He's tired of having to walk from place to place. He just wants to be there. He wants to just be there. Ugh.
Third place.